Welcome to Fallout 76, this is Jim. In this video we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Monday, October 21st, 2024. Let's take a look at see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out and give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas, everything. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. Okay, just an FYI, tomorrow, Tuesday, October 22nd, 2024, we'll be getting a maintenance break. Alright, so if you usually log in at a particular time of day, you might not be able to log in because it could be under maintenance, right? So for an example, where I live here in Canada, I log in and the daily update, I guess, it's on around 1 o'clock p.m. So sometimes if they have a maintenance break going on, which also starts at 11 o'clock in my area, sometimes that spills over to maybe past the 1 o'clock into maybe 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. So that's just an example, right? So just an FYI, if you're trying to log on, you might have to log in a little bit later than you usually do because of the maintenance break. All right, let's take a look here. Big Nuka-Cola 3. So again, we have this particular daily weekly challenge all the time. You have a Nuka-Cola Collectron station. These guys are really worth the weight in gold. This particular one here is, of course, the Nuka-Cola Quantum Collectron station. I got this guy way back in Season 11 scoreboard when the Nuka-Cola Tour first came out. As you see the different types of Nuka-Cola products they collect, you also collect nuclear waste and bottles of maybe ultracite crystals, so FYI for this guy. He will come up for sale once in a while in the Atomic Shop, but he's usually in a bundle with other items, so just an FYI there. There's another type of Nuka-Cola station as well. Go to our build menu here, down here to resource. Right here, so this is the OG one we got way back. I'm thinking maybe Season 4. I keep on failing to try to check it out for sure, but it was a long time ago off that scoreboard. This is the OG one here. And again, he won't collect the nuclear waste or the ultracite. He will collect the odd bottle or two, as well as your Nuka-Cola products. This one's a good one to have too. And then when this one goes on sale in the Atomic Shop, he usually goes on sale by himself, usually 250 or 500 atoms. That's only once or twice a year, as I mentioned, just like the other one, so FYI. You can also buy them with gold bullion if you so wish right down here in Foundation. If you have a cautious reputation with the sellers, you can buy it from Samuel, who's leaning on the railing way in the back, and for 1250 gold bullion. It's another option as well. If you don't have one of those Nuka-Cola Collectrons, you can also find them free in around the wasteland. Many great spots for that. You can find them everywhere. So again, it depends on the server that you're on, whether they spawn in or not. Depends if you're on a server with other people, because they're looking at the same thing that you are. Basically, it's all this big hunt looking for Nuka-Cola products, unless you have a bunch on you, right? Which I usually do, but I still like to show people where you can find them, because there's plenty of new players to the game. Tyler County Fairgrounds is a big Nuka-Cola stand there. Camden Park's pretty decent. Right down here in Lewisburg, there's a big picnic table area with a Nuka-Cola machine. There's another pretty good, decent Nuka-Cola machine right here in Flatwoods at the Green Country Lodge. It's a pretty decent spot. Another pretty decent Nuka-Cola machine is right up here at Philippi Battlefield Cemetery, every time I come up here. Right down here at the Sunday Brothers Cabin, it's where Moonshine Jamboree happens. But once when you go down the main driveway towards the main house, you don't go right to the main house, you just take a left to the little kiosk there with a candy cane roof on it. A whole bunch of tin cans there, but there's usually about 4 Nuka-Cola products there as well. Okay. At the end of the day, you can't find any Nuka-Cola products. You can always buy Nuka-Cola products with caps. Come to this particular icon here, the White Spring Resort. You go inside, you head to the right, go to the tavern, Medical Bay. You get to the big wide open area where the responders are. You take a left. We have that little store with Bubbles, and Bubbles will sell Nuka-Cola products, and Bubbles' inventory is not tied into another inventory, which is right down here at Nuka World on Tour. Of course, that is probably one of the best spots to find Nuka-Cola products, usually like the Nuka-Cola Classic, Cherry, and maybe the odd quantum or two in that little route. And you can also buy them down here in the vending machines. Nuka-Cola on tour is a pretty good spot where you can find a lot of free ones, alright, as well. I haven't been to Sunday Brothers Cabin for a little while, just around the corner from where I live right now. Let's go ahead, we'll pop over here and I'll show you that spot. So I take you guys all the time down to Nuka World on tour. Again, it's a free fast travel once when you discover it, but we'll take you to Sunday Brothers Cabin here today, just to kind of change it up. Now, I have plenty of Nuka-Cola products on me, but I just kind of like to show people different locations. Alright, so there's the main house. We're going to take our little left here. This is the candy cane move, as I mentioned. Usually Nuka-Cola products right there. There we go. Go ahead and we'll drink them. Drink them right on the spot, just like that. Drink Nuka-Cola 3 for 3. Now, funny fact, back in the day, actually maybe about 2 years ago, actually, when they said drink Nuka-Cola, that you only could drink the Nuka-Cola Classic one. If you drink any other type of Nuka-Cola, it didn't count towards the daily challenge. This is a pretty good spot too if you're looking for tin cans. Real good spot. One tin can gives you 2 steel, 1 lead. If you're ever looking for tin cans, pretty good little spot here. Don't have to interact with anything. Alright, what's next here? Go ahead, kill them home, miner 10. So many great spots we can find mole miners in around the wasteland. Of course, we have good old Monundga right up here, anywhere from 12 to 19. Pretty close to a free fast travel once you discover at Fort Atlas. 3 or 4 mole miners up here at Monundga Mine. Right down here we have a Blackwater mine, which is polluted with mole miners inside and outside. That's a pretty good spot. Of course, we'll find most of the mole miners down here and the ash heap, especially right down here in Welsh. All kinds of them down here. And if you come across a event called Breach and Clear at the Hornwright testing site, these wonderful little buildings here, there'll be an event called Breach and Clear. There'll be a lot of mole miners that show up to that, maybe the odd mole rat or 2, but mostly mole miners, so that's another good option for you. We're going to go after mole miners here today. We're just going to stick up here to good old Monundga, so let's pop up here. Again, you can utilize the free fast travel if you so wish, if you haven't discovered. If we get there at some point. Alright, here we go. Now this one here, if you have a couple grenades, you can definitely use it. We can kill these mole miners any old which way with any weapon, which is pretty awesome. Oh. Didn't even reach them out. Didn't even reach them there. Stuck on this here, went burp that way. See, that's the kind of luck that I have, eh, guys? You guys know that. That's the luck that I have in this video game. That's what happens to me. Ah, goodness. Some ammo up here. As you can see, it's a real good spot. Now, if you are on public servers with other people, you can come here and all these guys be dead. It's a very popular spot, so you can always try those other areas that I had mentioned. See that guy up there? Think about this particular weapon that I have here today. Kind of switch it up a little bit here for today. It loves the ammo. It loves it. Yeah, eats it right up. Always good to have lots of ammo on you. You're using this cat, and we'll go through that a little bit later. Keep going here. Surprised these guys aren't out here yet. Huh, that's weird. Oh, jeez. Oh my lord. bunch of exploding things happening around. Oh, wow, did you see that? That was a good shot, buddy. That was a good shot. Wow. Another missile launcher boy over there. Wow. You guys are putting on a fight today, eh? Maybe they've had enough. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they had enough. Jim coming over here and picking on them every once in a while, using them in their videos. They don't really like being in videos. Maybe that's what it is. Look at that, canned dog food and sugar bomb. Guy. I think we got it. Must have gotten it. Yeah, we did kill a coal miner 10 for 10 done just like that. Wow, right on. Right on. Alright, this one here back to back. Cripple, Ghoul's Leg too. So many great spots we can find ghouls in around the wasteland. Of course, right up here at the forest area. We do have Vault 76, which of course is free fast travel. Everyone should have Vault 76. Right to the left, we have the upper and lower parking lot, which will be full of ghouls. We can find anywhere from 7 to 10. Alright? Alpine River Cabins, maybe about 4 to 5 down here. If you wander the streets and around Morgantown, pretty big town, or city I should say, and basically just wander the streets, every other block will have a little patch of 4 to 6 ghouls there. Pretty good spot. Right down here in Charleston Capitol Building. Right over here at the White Spring. Anywhere around White Springs, I should say, around the golf club and golfing area. Right down here, maybe 7 of them down here in Lewisburg. That gives you plenty of options for ghouls for sure, right? So let's go to a spot here. Let's go to Alpine River Cabins here this time. Change up you guys to Vault 76. Yesterday's video, so let's bring you guys down here. Of course, this is the area that kind of has the odd tremor and the little scream for help in the background, really creepy. I saw someone had their camp here once upon a time ago, and it's a great spot for a Halloween camp. Just for being in the area, it's a pretty good idea. There's gonna be no ghouls inside this building. There will be 2 of them here. Now we're just not killing the ghouls. What are we doing, Jim? Or crippling the ghoul's legs. Okay, so you can go ahead and free aim if you so wish. Definitely nothing wrong with that if you're a good free aimer. Or you can use VATS. If you use VATS, it's a perk card that'll help you out under perception. It's called Concentrated VATS, allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. I like to use VATS myself because I can go for the left leg, right leg kind of deal, using Concentrated Fire. And all we really need is 1 ghoul, but we have enough ghouls here. We should be able to get this one done with this particular weapon. You know, most ballistic weapons. Bow and arrows, go for the right leg here. Left leg. Ouch. There we go. He's running home to mom, that guy. It's like, you don't want no part of Jim today. No part of that lunatic. Bow and arrow works good, as I mentioned. Okay. I'm gonna close that door. Must have closed it by mistake. Right on. It's in here. And the drill, if you have some power armor on, of course you should get up close and personal. The shotgun with the Enforcer perk card on it there under agility. Plasma caster, plasma rifle. But you guys see me do these crippling type daily weekly challenges all the time, and not all weapons are the same in terms of crippling enemies, alright? Especially most energy weapons, I find anyway. Alright, so that's a pretty good little spot. There's usually another ghoul way past there. There's usually 1 inside that building right over there. The left. Alright, what's next here? Kill a creature while in a team 10. Now we could have incorporated this while we were killing the mole miners, but I kind of want to do like a little separate kind of spiel about it. So again, kill a creature, which is anything but a human or a robot. Okay, so you can go after some easy animals down through Flatwoods if you so wish. Those are awesome creatures that are passive. Okay. You can also go after some insects if you so wish. Like some rad roaches, some real nice ones, easy ones, right? All kinds of them around. Of course, we can go after ghouls, scorched, cryptids, Yowai bear, anything that's not a robot or a human. Okay, and we have to be on a team. Now you can be on a team with other people if you so wish. You don't have to be on a team by yourself, and that's one of the great ones about this particular challenge. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go social. We're going to create a new team. We're just going to go casual. And you can even do this on a public server with other people. Okay? You can just, create your own team, and you can wait for other people to join you, or you can just go ahead. You can, as long as you're on a team by yourself, at least, you're good. All right, let's go ahead. What are we going to go after here today, Jim? I have to go after some super mutants. Let's go to New Gad. We'll go after some super mutants here today. Right, rock and roll. But if you do this, and if you're not on a team, at least by yourself, it's not going to count. Right, that's the main thing you got to remember. That's the main stipulation. Right, so you see how that counts? Nice and easy. Right, let's head this way. Let's head out back here. I'm using some grenades this time around. See the super dude coming into this side doing the same thing I am. I love these guys. So funny.
Stop hiding.
How you doing? Ooh, hiding, buddy. So I have been asked just recently, can you see the damage numbers popping up there? Right? A lot of my weapons having the explosive effect on it, as most of you know. And if you see the second number, look at that canned dog food. You see the second number that pop up, okay? And it's like a real low number, like later like a 2 or a 3 or a 4. That's the splash effect from this explosive weapon that I have, right? So just an FYI, if you guys are ever wondering, you see like a bigger number popped up, like maybe 100 or 200 and such, and you see this very small number popping up. That's what that is. Okay, let's go this way, Jimmy. Let's head up here. Lock and load. As you can see, we're just going through the ammo here today. This particular weapon, I usually only use this guy for a day or two. That's how it just goes to the ammo, but... Oh, hi. What are you doing up here, buddy? Little floater down there. We're not going to bother with that guy. Oh, right on. Oh, there's our last guy up there. Perfect. I don't know where he was hiding. There you go. Kill a creature while in a team, and as you can see, I'm in a team by myself on a private server. By myself. Easy peasy. Alright. Alright, let's head to a workbench. Let's go down here to Nuka World on tour here real quick. Go to a Tinker's Workbench. I don't think there's a Tinker's Workbench here in New Gad. I don't think so. I think there's only like maybe a few workbenches here, surprisingly. Alright, let's go to these workbenches that are right down here. Alright, so the next one we're going to do here. Scrap to produce screws 5. So screws is a junk item that we cannot use the bulk and scrap method that we normally do here on this channel. Let's go ahead and go across so I can show you. Bulk, down to the S section. As you can see, there's no screws here. Okay, so we cannot bulk it and scrap it at our Tinker's Workbench like we normally do. Now, if you're lucky enough, we can find bulk screws just kind of laying around certain areas. So you can like those little boxes, okay? Sometimes you can find them in around Camden Park, like in around that Raider area. And we used to be able to get bulk screws, buy bulk screws as bulk screws at the White Spring Mall. So if you come here to White Spring North entrance icon here, and then you go right inside, brings you right downstairs to the mall. They used to sell bulk screws. Now, I haven't seen bulk screws for quite some time, so maybe they took them away, or maybe you're just having bad luck, but you can always try that as well. But a real good screw farm, no pun intended, is right here at the Charleston Capitol building in terms of typewriters, as well as globes, hot plates, really good spot. Well, there's a bunch of ghouls there as well. Toy cars and toy trucks are also a good source. Okay, we can find them right up here at Tyler County Fairgrounds. Even right over here in Grafton Dam, nice little, surprisingly enough, toy cars and toy trucks. We're actually going to go right down here to Charleston Capitol Building, and we'll kind of go through this area here. I have my suppressor equipped on this weapon, so we'll be able to go through here hopefully fairly quickly. I'll show where it is where you go. So when you actually spawn up the road. Let's go ahead here. This is Charleston Capitol Building, the DMV building. Okay, let's go ahead and go inside here. Pretty good little run there with the jetpack, eh? What do you guys think of that? Been practicing that all day. No, I'm just joking. I usually do that when I come this way. It's one of the good things of having a jetpack. You fool around a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead here. We're going to go after this little screw farm they have here. Keep our light off. We have all kinds of ghouls coming after us. This is a nice little farm thing to do every once in a while. Even if you're lower level, just kind of take your time. Have a nice suppressed weapon. That way they're not all coming after you. You can do whatever you want to do. You can run through the place like some people do, and you know, just don't forget to grab. Oh, he's got a legendary item right over there. Beautiful, love it. Silver and gold, great spot for silver and gold. Oh, he's a 2-star as well. Nocturnal lead pipe, something I've always been wanted. Lock and load here. This guy's sticking out of the wall, see him? This guy's gonna come up after me here. I usually get this guy first because this guy usually is a little further away. He's all twitchy there. Right, we're gonna keep going. Again, there's other spots in here for these screws, but I'll show you the main spot. That's what we're gonna do here today. Gonna position myself. Oh, he's moonwalking there. See him? Where's this cat going? I don't know. I don't know where that guy went. So awesome. Another legendary. Remember how we talked about just the other day how I haven't had much luck finding legendaries, and all of a sudden we come here and there's 2 legendaries here. That is totally awesome. So as I always mention, every time we get that daily challenge where we have to kill legendary enemies, this used to be a hotspot, and it hasn't been for some time. But maybe they fixed that up, or maybe they tweaked that a little bit. Who knows? So there will be some typewriters here. Go ahead and pick this typewriter up. Let's go under item. So you can see typewriters. You can see screw, spring, and 2 gears. So typewriters are really good items to have, because we all need those items for crafting, modifying. You know, let's go ahead here. This little hot plate over here. Hot plates are also a good source of screws. There we go. And after you come through here a couple times, you'll know where these guys come from, right? You can just kind of sit there and wait for them to crawl out of their little rubble pile there. And now this part up here, this is where the typewriters are. Oh, there's right there. Okay. That's right here. Oh wow, look at this. Wow, that's nice. This is the little point here. It's a little dangerous because we get all kinds of ghouls that are here. It's like a little choke off point almost. These guys are coming out of the woodwork here. There's 2 more usually on the other side of that door, so you just gotta watch yourself. Don't go barging in that door. Usually one guy in here. Alright, so we're okay. We're in the clear. So this is the room right here, right on the top of this little ramp, as I mentioned. I get some other typewriters here, bunch of telephones in here as well for some copper. Alright, so we should have more than enough. Usually there's a globe in around here as well. Oh, no, that office desk fan, they're also good for screws. Okay, so there you guys go. Let's go. There are some there's some workbenches downstairs. I'm not going to bother going through this place there. You can go to any workbench, you can go to another player's workbench, go back to your camp, whatever you want to do. Let's go ahead here. We're going to just head back. No, we'll go to this workbench. We're at Charleston Station here, just close by. Nice little camp there. Skyline Valley region. And again, if you don't want to go in there, you can always go after those cars and toy trucks. And they're in around Tyler County Fairgrounds, Grafton Dam. Let's go ahead and scrap this stuff here. So office desk fans, you can see 1 screw, 5 typewriters. Hot plates, you can see in the middle there, 1 screw as well. Pretty good. And I think even that pocket watch, yeah, no, pocket watch doesn't have screws. So there you guys go. Scrap joint to produce screws, done. Easy peasy. Alright, what's next here? Alright, so we're going to tackle these two here at the same time. So actually, let's go back to our camp and we will talk about that real quick here. Alright, so these two here you can incorporate at the same time if you so wish, alright? Assuming alcoholic beverage 5, so we can find alcoholic beverages in around the wasteland. You definitely buy them from the NPC vendors right where we're at the White Spring Mall, okay? Now the White Spring Mall, the odd one will sell some alcoholic beverages down there. Traveling merchants, even Camp Allies will sell the odd alcoholic beverage as well. So just an FYI, you can always do it that way. There are 6 of them that will show up here at the Wayward, downstairs and upstairs, right where Duchess is at. And you head upstairs, same thing. So there's 6 that are guaranteed here. Now, if they don't show up there, you can always server hop if you so wish. I were just there maybe this past Tuesdays, and I haven't reset the game yet, so I don't think they'll show up for me here on this server, so just an FYI, right? The kill box is a pretty decent spot there. The Blood Eagle's right on the main floor in the dining room. Usually there's about maybe, gosh, I would say anywhere from 3 to 6, depending on the server that you're on there as well. Another thing you can do is you craft your own fermentable beer, okay, at your brewing station. You also do it that way as well. And if you happen to have this brewing vat, this guy right here is this brewing vat, right? And he will passively collect alcoholic beverages, but they'll be in the fermentable kind of style. So we have to ferment them, but we can also drink them this way if we so wish. Now, I realize this, when I made that video on this brewing vat maybe a couple weeks ago, a lot of people didn't really like it. It's how it was so large, but again, it is a camp resource, so it will passively collect this stuff mainly to save you time. To save you time and all that jazz, alright? So we can go ahead and collect from there and drink those if we so wish, right? Now, what we're also going to do here, I'm going to show you the process of how to ferment an alcoholic beverage 3. So again, if we do have this brewing vat, we can go ahead and throw these fermentable alcoholic beverages right in the fermenter, and it will take about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes of real life gameplay, or they go AFK, go do something else, but eventually within that time it'll become that alcoholic beverage no longer fermentable. All right, you guys hear me explain that many times. Just in case you don't have this brewing vat, we're gonna go and see what we need for some requirements here. I'm go to our brewing station, and we can get the brewing station and the fermenter plan by completing a side quest called Wasted on Nuka-Cola. You come right here in around Morgantown, Fraternity Road to be exact, into the Pie House, or you interact with one of the posters that are at Voltech University. Okay, and basically it'll bring you, start up a little quest for you. You'll go around Morgantown, you come here to Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. Viv, the Robo-Brain, will get you to do a couple of quests as well. And at the end of Wasted on Nuka-Cola, you'll get the plans for Blue Brewing Station and the fermenter. Now this fermenter has a skin on it, so it won't look like this. It'll be a lot smaller. All right, so but at least you'll have a fermenter. Let's go to our brewing station here and see what we need. So to make fermentable beer, 2 boiled water, 1 corn, 2 razor grain, and 2 wood. All right. Now, if you have corn and razor grain in your can, that's why I recommend you guys doing. You can definitely do that if you so wish. We're just gonna pop over here to good old Silva Homestead to save some time here real quick. Hopefully we can find some here. And when you are looking to harvest crops, there's a perk card that'll help you out under perception. It's called Green Thumb. You twice as much when harvesting flora, so instead of 1, you pick up 2. Well, I'm a carnivore. I have that perk card equipped more so because I do daily challenges, and it's a huge time saver for me. And where the card really shines is if you come across, you know, these areas that I bring you for corn, they could be all picked over. It's definitely happened to me in the past. You know, it can definitely happen in the future. So this is where this card really shines if all you need is a couple of crops, right? So we got some corn there. Let's go down here to the Billings Homestead, just down the road where the workshop is at. Now I usually do this one here first, but I want to save them for the end. But you guys generally get the gist of it. You guys have seen me do it many times. We're not going to bother doing that, so of course we're going to need again 2 razor grain for every 1 corn. So let's grab a little bit more razor grain. All right, there we go. Let's head back to our camp. I do have older videos on this as well, like really old videos that you just wouldn't recommend wearing a headset when you're watching those videos because the audio is really rough, but they're still valid here today. The process that I do right now, like every day, is still the process I did back then. All right. We are going to need some boiled water now. I do happen to have a boiler, but not everyone's going to have a boiler, so you can always collect dirty water. 2 dirty water goes 1 boiled water from a stream or a pond or a fountain, for example. Okay. All right, let's go to our brewing station here. We're going to craft some fermentable beer. There we go. Now we're going to head to our brewing vat. We're going to collect the items out of here just so I can show you. Again, those are just fermentable. We can drink them as is, okay? So now that we have our fermentable products, we can throw 3 of them in the fermenter. So ferment an alcoholic beverage. Of course, we're going to need a fermenter, which I explain how to get the plan if you don't have one. But all you do is you go transfer, right? Now, as you can see, it has 10 slots there on the right-hand side, okay? Now, if you take on our left-hand side, we have the fermentable products that we can throw in the fermenter, which is the right-hand side. So let's go ahead. We're going to throw a pickaxe pincer. As you can see, these got the yellow condition bars on them, so you see them switch over to the right-hand side. So you see that? See how I did that? We're going to do the oak holler lager. We're going to do fermentable beer. All right. So now that we have these 3 items in the fermenter, it's going to take about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes of real life gameplay. Like if you end your game now and then you leave the game totally, it won't work. Right? You have to be in the game playing either AFK or just going to do other daily challenges or just, do a couple events or quests. But eventually within 10-15 minutes, these yellow condition bars will slowly decrease and it'll become a bar like this, a black bar with a line through it. All right. And you'll no longer see the fermentable on it. You'll just see beer, oak holler lager, and pickaxe pincer. All right. So just an FYI. Right. And it'll become one of these ones here. Alright, so that is that. Now, I'm not going to wait for that time in this video because you guys have seen me do it many a times. Again, 10-15 minutes of real life time of gameplay. Now, we are going to finish off the other one, though. Of course, the other one, as I mentioned, consume an alcoholic beverage 5. Now, you can wait for them to ferment if you so wish. We're just going to drink them. So this fermentable beer, this fermentable oak holler lager. Wait for that to get off the screen there so you can see. All right, this fermentable pickaxe pencer. And of course, we got all 3 of these right out of that brewing vat as is. And that's another reason why the brewing vat is, you know, valuable. But again, it just saves you time. Right, so let's go ahead, we'll finish this off. There we go. Or you can go out and just drink, you know, the full-blown alcoholic beverages, or wait for these to ferment, whatever you want to do. So you can see how that yellow condition bar, if you look real close, it has gone down a slight little bit there. Right, just for me doing that. Doesn't take much time. May seem like it does, but it doesn't. The only thing is when you drink a fermentable alcoholic beverage, you see how much rads I received there. That's fine, nothing a little rat away can't take care of. Or grape, Nuka-Cola grape. Alright, so I think that's it. That is it for now, perfect. Again, just wait another 10-15 minutes for this bad boy. I usually start this one at the beginning, but I wanted to wait to the end to do these 2 at the same time, right? I have been asked about what weapon I use on a daily basis. So today's weapon is this guy right here, the Gourmand's Suppressed Machine Gun. The Gourmand's Suppressed Machine Gun damage increase up to plus 24% as you fill your hunger and thirst meter. Currently 15% because of course I'm not fully fed. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, 100% faster fire movement speed while aiming, and plus 60% armor penetration. So armor piercing receiver, short light barrel, recoil, compensating stock, medium quick eject drum, reflight sight dot, suppressor, and no appearance. I don't have any paint for this guy at all. It just is what it is. And as you can see, it is a fully automatic weapon. So my perk cards from yesterday and the previous days have not changed. Just nothing special. There's no, oh my god, gem, look at that. It's just basic, just Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando Max right out, okay? I have Suppressor on there. I have the Culvert Operative, the White Knight, and that's pretty much it. That's really all I got, nothing really crazy. Legendary perk cards, again, these always stay the same for me. Almost maxed out. The reason how I get them maxed out is because I usually get to quite high above the 150 mark during the couple last season passes, so I was able to use those tickets and buy perk coins, and basically that's why they're all maxed out, just in case you guys are wanting this nice little idea for you if you like to do it that way. Yeah, so there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Boogaloo Bronson, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, G33K. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.